morning, folks. Skunk Seeker here. Today is August 1st. Tropical storm Emily went through yesterday, so it did have a side benefit of making it a little less humid and a little bit cooler today. So I came out, it was 70 degrees when I left home, which is cooler. And it has also given us beautiful blue skies today, no clouds. There's the sun coming up this morning. Alright, we're in the Highlands, the place that I usually go in the fall. And sorry I haven't been in touch with you guys in the last few months. We went from being busy during the springtime at work, plenty of hours, to becoming quite gravely ill. I had a bout of bronchitis that transformed into walking pneumonia, and so I was really out of commission for a while there, about 4 weeks or so, 5. I am progressing to get better. I'm working on rebuilding my stamina. So I took today's, the advantage of it being a little cooler today, to get out and show you what the Highlands look like in the middle of summer. So they are definitely very green. Dry but green. So like I said, I was very ill. I had walking pneumonia. I had a lot of breathing treatments, etc. And I'm sounding pretty good, considering how bad I was. And I have some exciting news. I'm going to be working with an individual from the East Coast of Florida. We've been in contact with each other. We were planning on getting together sooner, but I got ill, so hopefully we will get together soon. And our plan is to go to Squatch Central. This individual I'm talking about has a very high success rate of having our forest friends show themselves for him. They just like to watch him. They reveal themselves. So we're hoping that my forest friends in Squatch Central will be as kind to do the same. And there are definitely mosquitoes flying around. We don't only just have them in the swamps, we do have them in the Highlands too, folks. Any little bit of water they use to breed. So it's definitely green. I don't think our friends are up here. If they are, it's only a short visit. But we'll take a little stroll through the Highlands today. There's our nice pines, all that good green undergrowth. No burnouts recently, so that's a good thing. All I'm hearing right now is birds. I will probably put a brief attachment in with this video regarding whistles. It was my second to last trip out before they left. My last trip, they were gone, so nothing was happening then. But the second to last trip, it took me half an hour before I realized there was whistles, single whistles going on. See, even us, sometimes we make mistakes. And they were positioned in 4 points. There was a whistler at 2 o'clock. There was a whistler at 4 o'clock. Another at 7. And another at 10. And I was walking along for over half an hour before I realized these whistles were moving along with me at the same positions. And it dawned on me after I made the last turn going to the gifting log, the last turn on the one trail, and I realized, oh, there's whistles. And I started whistling back with them. So I want to share that little clip with you later. It was interesting. Birds don't single whistle. They usually have like a melody, 2 or more two or more chirps or whatever together. Not single whistles. So it was very unique, and there were birds singing, so I think that kind of distracted me some. I didn't key in on it too soon. So, but there are birds out here. I hear them in the distance. They're not close by. But it's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. We don't get very many of these in summer. So I took advantage of it. Plus it'll give me some workout. Try to rebuild some of my stamina. I don't know how far I'm going to go, but have to watch for snakes, because there's definitely the timber rattlers up here. In the Highlands. So and yes, Jeff, I'm still alive. I haven't been napped by a Sasquatch yet. Jeff G, just giving a little shout out to you. I don't think they'd want me anyway. They like to torment me more than anything. So, they haven't napped me off anywhere. Definitely very green, folks. You can see all the northern oaks with all their nice green leaves. And of course our southern oaks have their green leaves. If anybody heard that tapping, I believe that was a woodpecker. We have a couple different varieties. Pileated, downy, ladderback. I may not have been out here getting footage for you guys, because of being sick, and with the humidity and the rain, it wasn't a good idea for me to go outside, not with bad lungs. But I have been keeping track of some of our other illustrious and not so illustrious fellow Bigfooters, if you want to call them that. The rest of them in the Bigfoot community. Others that post to YouTube. I don't know if any of you follow any of them, but boy, I am so disappointed in some of our Florida Bigfooters. Especially one individual in particular. Not going to mention names. It's not fair. Even though this person doesn't hold back a lot. It seemed once this individual found out that another research team was going through an area that he had posted trail cams, he decided to go on the attack. Started ripping them to shreds about their videos, etc., etc., cutting them down, making them sound like they weren't out there doing the research. And these people that he was cutting down, they go into the swamps. I mean, they go into the swamps. They were in there during the dry season. They're in there now during the rainy season. Kudos to them. They do an awesome, good job. And they go places I want to go. But I'm usually by myself, so I don't take chances. And they've had some pretty interesting encounters. I keep trying to convince them that they should look to the trees. So they've been having some interesting experiences. They'll catch on, I'm pretty sure, eventually. And then the other individual who's trying to cut them down, I don't know if he'll ever catch on. I've come to the conclusion these are more than physical beings. They can do things that we cannot do. They're just different. Not what I expected when I first started out on this back in 2011. When I found footprints, etc., which kind of made me want to know what the heck's going on. So, and the further I went down that trail, the stranger it got. So if it's the woo, people, it's the woo. I'm going to just keep an open mind and learn anything and everything that I can about these individuals. And yes, they're out here. There's a lot of them out here. They're not here during the summer because it gets too hot up here in the Highlands, and there's no fresh water for them to get to. Nowhere for them to go to cool off, really. So we don't expect to see them. If they do come, they pass through and going from one location to another. I seriously believe they have like home areas that they go to, but they're also nomadic. In other words, they don't stick to one specific location. They may have a large territory, kind of like a bear or a panther would have. And they move around in that territory, going from one location to another. That's my impression. As my friend on the East Coast has indicated, Florida is a Bigfoot buffet. It has, I do not believe them to be meat eaters, but I do believe they have pets. Now this is going to sound strange, but I have heard on them call when coyotes call. So I'm thinking they have coyotes as pets. This is a possibility. And they feed their pets. And if their pets are meat eaters, they're of course going to be sure that their pets get meat. Because I've heard that on more than one occasion, coyotes and forest people calls at the same time. I even have some on tape. It is unusually quiet. No birds sing. It's a woodpecker. Up in the pine tree. That's not knocking, folks. That's a woodpecker. I keep walking into spider webs. So we're gonna take a little walk up the hill here, slowly, because I'm trying to keep myself from losing breath or anything. Got to build up my lung capacity again and my strength, stamina. So I've been keeping tabs on our fellow Bigfoot people, researchers, whatever they want to call themselves. Disappointed in some and highly encouraged by others. My theory is, if you want to get out here and do this and make tapes, get out here and do this and make tapes. Share it. But don't attack other people that are doing the same thing. They might be getting different information. Don't attack them. If anything, encourage them. After all, they're getting out there. They're looking. I think some people are just, I don't know, self-centered, I guess you could say, and think that they're the end-all and be-all of Bigfooting. And some of them are on national television. I'm not going to mention a name, but they think they're the authority on Bigfoot research. And they have all this evidence and they know everything there is to know about Bigfoot. I think they better step back and really think about that a little bit, because there's a bunch of us that have been finding out other information and it's not coinciding with some of these other people's research. So there you have it, folks. I don't claim to be an expert. Never have. I'm not an expert videographer. I'm not an expert researcher. I'm just presenting what I find when I find it, to the best of my ability. And a lot of what I've been finding gets stranger all the time. But I don't know what that was. Hold on. There's an awful lot of single whistles out there, guys. I don't know if you're hearing them. One's about 40 to 50 feet out that way. Oh, now I got one behind me. This way too. Sorry, I moved you too fast. There's one out there. They don't mean they just figured out I'm into them. Okay. We'll walk along. If it's those guys, I thought. Two, 10, 4, and 7. You're gonna whistle today, not talk? But yeah, I don't know one, did I? It's following me. Let's walk a little bit distance here, see if he keeps following. Or she. Could be she. Oh, great. It is plane day today. Show you guys. Play day. Wishing they would start talking. I'd rather hear the voices. If you take notice, guys, is single whistles that are going on. The birds, that's a bird. That one right there. There's a bird singing. But that is not a bird. These guys are good. They've been practicing. Birds usually do a series of sounds, not one straight whistle. It's funny. It's hard to explain to you guys. We've got one whistling at 10 o'clock. Got one whistling at 2 o'clock. That just went off. Then there's one at 4 o'clock. And there's one at 7 o'clock. And they're moving with me. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. They are going in the same direction I'm going. I have an escort. They sound so close. That's the 4 o'clock one. I'm looking for the 4 o'clock one. And I can't see him. Do you hear other birds singing? But it's those short, sharp whistles that are interesting. Sorry, people. Yeah. Walking into spider webs. They're everywhere here. Well, it takes them a night to put up their webs. Let's see how close they get. This is a more open area. Oops, sorry guys. That was when it's on your shoulder. Trying to. I'm going to give a little whistle back, guys. I have my whistle with me. See what happens. That's a poor whistle. I'm trying not to laugh. Can't laugh and whistle at the same time. Or even crack a smile and whistle.